conference, as you know, it's the 5th edition, and it is a contribution from Merck Foundation in building healthcare capacity and improving access to equitable and quality healthcare solutions, specifically focusing on diabetes, hypertension, oncology, and fertility. We also will celebrate the first anniversary of Merck Foundation. And many of you ask me how you are celebrating the first anniversary today, and you have all these programs. Just to explain one thing, we started these programs in 2012 in Africa, and it was not yet Merck Foundation, and we decided, Professor Frank Stangenberg-Haverkamp, Merck family, decided to establish a foundation last year so that we can consolidate all our programs and activities we are running successfully in Africa and in Asia under the foundation. That's why we are celebrating the first anniversary, but though we are in Africa since 2012.
Good morning to all of you, and I'll try a little bit of French. Bonjour. It is the first time that Botswana is participating in such an event. And once more, I thank the organizers for extending this invitation to us. As First Lady and as a woman, a sister, a mother, I am in full support of Merck's campaign, More Than a Mother, whose initiatives aims to provide medical education and training and to further support governments to define policies to improve access to safe and effective fertility care, while also addressing stigmatization and social suffering of infertile women. This campaign is critical for both my country and Africa at large because infertility remains an issue globally affecting both men and women. In Botswana, we do not have extreme cases of inhumanity, torture, abuse, and stigmatization of women with infertility challenges, but our affected women are often shamed in subtle ways, which is a form of prejudice. For the single woman, a typical single woman, her friends pressurize her on why she's not having children. Her own family, including parents, would question her in a subtle manner on why she's delaying childbearing. You'll hear these whispers around 22 or so, then you'll get the pressures. More so when you're in your 30s. Her partner would also, in some cases, demand a child before marriage. All these placing tremendous pressure on women, leading to reduced self-esteem, self-worth, and adequacy as a woman. A large number of women still view the completeness of a woman as being substantiated by being a mother, which should not be the case. To discuss the issue of infertility openly, bearing in mind that infertility is a shared responsibility and hence own this burden too. So it should go both ways.
STEM health media training will be conducted in all the countries, in our countries, hopefully on a yearly basis, until the breaking the stigma and addressing this sensitive issue will be in the DNA of the media and then the community.
I'd like to also share Merck training, which again in my country is taken very seriously because capacity building is believed to be at the core of human development. Botswana has taken up the offer for the online diabetes diploma, where 10 doctors have been selected and enrolled on the one-year online diploma in the diabetes course at the University of South Wales. This diabetes training has been considered also very important because Botswana, like many countries, has been hard hit by NCDs. Other NCDs that have hit us are hypertension, which is also taken seriously because it has led to complications relating to kidney.
I think by having you with us today and with each other, actually strengthen on our the importance and the critical presence of our partnership to address all the challenges that can come in the future. Also working with Madame Neo on the domestic violence, No to Domestic Violence initiative, and this actually will be also a great addition to maybe utilize the same innovative ideas we have done and add more to it. We have done to create a culture shift to break the stigma. We can utilize the similar to it to create a culture shift to end domestic violence.
We started our partnership with Merck Foundation in 2018. The main benefit from this partnership has been in the area of capacitating our doctors, which adds to our human capital pool of health experts. We have since then been able to implement the first pilot project of Merck Foundation Diabetes Blue Points program. A program, as we all know, designed to improve access to equitable and quality diabetes care across Botswana. This initiative aligns very well with the country's strategy to strengthen primary health services. In particular, I must mention that it is in alignment with our Botswana's 5-year National Strategic Framework on NCDs, launched in June 2019 by our President, His Excellency Dr. Eric Masisi. Excellencies, I note with satisfaction that Merck Foundation is strongly committed to advancing public health care sector across Africa. This act of generosity is no doubt a valuable contribution to our social and economic development, especially in light of the current global pandemic and the resultant health challenges. Women and girls are suffering a second pandemic, which is gender-based violence, sexual abuse, rape, and killing in some extreme cases. As African First Ladies, the vulnerable are naturally looking up to us to make our contribution, to act, to speak louder as we use our advocacy stage. May I then at this point request Merck Foundation to support our messaging in our advocacy and awareness efforts in this regard of GBV.
So today we are celebrating the 4th anniversary, and also we celebrate a very important milestone that more than 1,100 doctors from Africa and Asia have benefited from Merck Foundation scholarship in different critical and underserved specialities like oncology, like fertility, like women health, like cardiovascular, diabetes, respiratory, and acute. And we are going to expand to more scholarship in the next few years and more critical and underserved specialties.
Our strategic relationship with Merck Foundation is one of those global partnerships that is a clear demonstration that a do-it-alone approach on matters that affect human development is not sustainable. Through the Merck Foundation, we have managed to provide leadership in building quality and equitable healthcare, breaking the stigma of infertility and contributing to efforts aimed at ending gender-based violence. I'm determined more than ever before to contribute towards efforts that aim to improve women's health and general well-being. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that gender-based violence is one of the many challenges that the world has been grappling with for many years. We saw an alarming increase during the COVID-19 period. Africa and of course Botswana have not been spared. During 2020, the Botswana Police Service recorded an increase of 7.4% in gender-based violence-related offenses as compared to 2019. The pre-existing gender inequalities, which mainly affect women and girls, are made worse by aspects of our culture, our customs and traditions that exist in our communities. We are all aware that gender-based violence is destructive to our economies as it seriously undermines our efforts to achieve sustainable development goals. We have to deal with this scourge, ensuring the elimination of this social ill completely from our society. I'm pleased to share that Merck Foundation has come forward to support my accelerated advocacy efforts at fighting gender-based violence First, in partnership with the foundation, we have partnered on a GBV poster contest with the aim to stop gender-based violence.
What had rendered me hopeless, I will no longer remember my worthless moments, because I will stand against violence and never be silenced.
Your Excellency, Honorable Excellency, my dear sister, the First Lady of Botswana and the Ambassador of Merck More Than a Mother, Madame Jane Masisi. Thank you very much for inviting me today, and thank you for the partnership. And in Botswanian, Kaya Labuch. So Kaya Labuch, Madame Masisi, for inviting me. And the initiative of Her Excellency, the First Lady of Botswana, is walking the talk. She had initiated a cycling tour to stop gender-based violence. Very innovative initiative that Merck Foundation was proud to be part of it. Launched together the best poster contest for stopping GBV, where we were looking forward to receive a lot of amazing work of yours to talk about certain objectives like stop GBV, of course, take a stand against GBV and child abuse in Botswana and in Africa, help people understand what is GBV is and how it's not acceptable and evil, and promote zero tolerance for GBV and demonstrate that GBV can be emotional, financial, and physical and sexual burden over communities and over the country. Hence, we launched this initiative, which was the idea of Her Excellency, the First Lady of Botswana, and I liked it very much, and I said, I want to be part of it. And we want to be, as Merck Foundation, part of it with you.
Pleasure and honor and deep emotions that I stand here to speak to you this afternoon as we recognize the finalists of the Stop Gender-Based Violence Best Poster Contest, organized in partnership with the Merck Foundation.
Worldwide, there was a sharp escalation in gender-based violence and child sexual abuse cases. In most of these cases, it was the most vulnerable, falling prey to the perpetrators who committed these horrible acts. Botswana, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, was not spared from the second pandemic. While incidents against men were recorded, we saw more women and girls, in particular, enduring the most painful assaults. Such an event attracted attention from Merck Foundation, where Dr.Rasha Kelej cycled with me virtually, as she said in the last year. When I initiated the Stop GBV Best Poster Contest, where contestants would use artworks in order to raise gender-based violence and child abuse awareness and its negative effects, Merck Foundation were more than willing to support this initiative.
And together we made history because we trained the first specialists in many countries in these specialties. So we're going to be the first. It's a history in the making. And we continue and we will continue because all of us realize the importance of building healthcare capacity and the importance of having a well-trained and specialized healthcare sector, especially during coronavirus. And of course, it's not continue even and beyond because we don't know what's
happening after coronavirus. But we realize that they are the heroes and they are the one who protect us and they are the first defense line. And therefore, our strategy, which started in 2012 to focus very much on building this healthcare capacity, was proven that it is the right strategy, and we've done this together, and we will never be able to achieve this huge milestone without your support and without your active partnership that always was guiding us and helping us, supporting us, endorsing us, make sure that this support goes to the right channels and the right people that will be committed to help back the country and the people and the nations in the public healthcare sector.
I'm proud to be a part of this prestigious platform as Merck Foundation More Than a Mother Ambassador. We are all aware that our partnership with Merck Foundation started in 2018, which seems like yesterday actually, Rasha. And since then, we have achieved some very critical milestones. This is evidenced by the positive impact that has been made in building quality and equitable healthcare, advocacy to break the stigma of infertility, and ending gender-based violence. In partnership with Merck, we have provided more than 30 scholarships to our Botswana doctors. 16 scholarships have been provided for postgraduate diploma and Master of Science in Diabetes and postgraduate diploma in Endocrinology. 10 doctors have successfully graduated. The other remaining 6 are still undergoing their training. 3 scholarships have been provided for postgraduate diploma and Master of Science in Acute Medicine, and 1 scholarship for Respiratory Medicine. Furthermore, 2 scholarships have been provided for postgraduate diploma in Dermatology and Gastroenterology. 9 scholarships have been provided for postgraduate diploma and Master of Science in Sexual and Reproductive Medicine. Considering the limited number of gynecologists in Botswana, this support will significantly improve both women's health in general and reproductive health in the country. As part of Merck Foundation's Empowering Banner initiative to stop GBV, I'm happy to share that Merck Foundation has donated 20 industrial sewing machines for donation to beneficiaries across Botswana. Beneficiaries will be able to utilize the machines to generate income, to improve their livelihoods, including those of their families and members of their community at large, with the aim to become independent, productive members in society for the empowerment of women and girls against gender-based violence. During our continued gender-based violence campaigns, it has further been confirmed that, amongst others, efforts towards the economic empowerment of girls and women requires acceleration if this shadow pandemic is to be put to an end.